Hey guys, Drew here over at RevHiker Outdoors, and I'm with Will once again for our Bushcraft 101 series. And I'm sure if you've been watching other videos, you know that Will is from the Adventurous Gentleman.
That's right.
.com. And so today we have
more shelter.
Yeah, more shelter, but we kind of screwed up, like big. So stick around and find out just how bad we screwed up.
Listen, before we kick this video off, we would like to thank you all for watching. We really appreciate it. We appreciate those of you who like the video and those of you who comment even more, because that helps in the overall pushing of this show and getting it out there to more people. So if you could, one comment I would like to see, because I love coming through Rev's channel and seeing what you guys are saying, is tell us your favorite shelter design. I even, like some of you I saw, left some links to some fire starting techniques, how to find dry wood. Leave us stuff like that. I love coming through, interacting with you all and seeing what you guys have to say. So please tell me, what is your favorite shelter design, or maybe what are some forgotten shelter building techniques that maybe we'll incorporate in the future?
Yeah, and the other thing is we're going to be building this, and this is going to be like a palace by the time we're done. So if you guys have ideas on what you'd like to see us build, put that down in the comments, because we'd love to make this thing like the Taj Mahal of the woods. But it won't be named Taj Mahal. What are we going to name this, Will?
Fort Stumpy.
Fort Stumpy, in honor of our friend that took us a lot of work to get out of the ground.
500 pounds of muscle.
Some fat in there.
Well, a little less than 500 pounds,
yeah.
too. So now that we're standing on opposite sides of each other, it seems like some time has passed.
Forget continuity.
Forget it. Out the window. We're going to tell you about how bad we screwed up today.
Yeah, so normally Bushcraft is about bringing tools into the backcountry to do stuff like this and have fun. And today, we forgot them all except for knives. I've got some knives on me, but
I do have one knife.
Yeah, we forgot the axe and the saw, which are kind of basic tools for shelter making. But the good news is that there's plenty of ways to make shelter without it. I do still have some paracord, so we're gonna be laying the roof on this thing today, and maybe some walls, depending on, my original plan was walls, but without tools it's gonna take longer. So we're gonna show you some techniques on making you know, pieces of wood to the length that you want them without a saw or an axe or hacking with a knife forever. So it's gonna be fun, but
when life gives you lemons, you gotta make lemonade. And when you're in a big rush and both of you forget basically everything you really needed to make the video, you wing it.
You wing it. So
we're winging it.
Have fun winging it with us today.
Good. Nothing else.
Boy, that thing's frozen in.
Oh, this is not coming down by myself.
All right, hold on. Try to knock them off the side.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
All right, drag this thing out.
Hell of a thing.
All right, guys, so since we forgot our tools, we have to get a little improv. So this tree here, these two trees that are close to each other, which has one of my cameras in it. We're gonna put this thing through, and near the desired length, we're gonna just kind of leverage it through and try to break it, and hopefully, let me move the camera so Will doesn't kill me here. We're gonna walk this thing right through and attempt to snap it off. I said attempt because that's how things go. But this is definitely one way to break stuff when you're out in the woods and you don't have tools. Because you're a tool and you forgot your stuff. We got a big knot in it. Right about there.
Yeah. Stand way back.
Yeah, definitely get some space. And they decided to plow at this exact moment. So there you go. That's one way you can bust stuff when you don't have any tools, or if you want to save your tools and you don't want to break the tip off the bottom of your axe like I did last week.
But don't worry, we have all the camera equipment we need.
Okay, so one thing that we're gonna do, we've got kind of our vertical pieces going, but with a shelter this big, sometimes it's hard to get all the right size timber, and if we want to do half pieces, either top or bottom, you got to put some cross pieces in, and also to support them, the long ones, so they won't sag as much. So we're gonna probably put one right in the center, one below, and one above. And we're gonna tie these right up underneath so that they're the same with this and everything can lay right on top of it. So what I'm gonna do is just like with the other knots, I'm gonna use these little pieces with the Canadian jam knot that we showed last time. I'm gonna go around, put this through the open end. Okay, and then as you crank down on this, it'll automatically tighten itself. You can just kind of ratchet it down, and then it just sticks. And then we can come back and finish tying it off later. And this is really handy if you got to build something by yourself, is it doesn't require, you know, 2 people. This can be done solo, and really all you have to do is crank on the rope to get it to work. Again, we're just going to ratchet it down. Sometimes it helps to wrap it around your hand like this so you can get more tension on there. And see, that's good and tight. And if you ever want to take this out, you just grab the tag end, give it a tug, it loosens right up. So now we're going to just finish tying this off, put a couple more cross pieces, and then we're going to start laying the verticals. All right, so you guys can see that we've put a ton of these vertical braces up, and this is just going to be so that when the time comes, we can start laying stuff and layering it from the bottom, essentially like shingles. It's going to be bark and some debris and a bunch of smaller brush that we're going to kind of weave in here to catch all the stuff we're going to pile on top of it. Again, we're not using a tarp for this shelter, so this is going to be lots and lots and lots of work piling up debris and brush and stuff like that. So it's going to be a little hard to do in the snow, but this is going to be a bit of a process.
Well, today you saw Rev did a lot of hard work. I basically sat back and relaxed, so Rev's going to tell you all about it.
Yeah, it was kind of the opposite. No, Will was kind of the gopher today, going for the wood. We both got some, but anyway, we've got most of the vertical pieces up that we wanted to get up. We didn't have a whole lot of time in the woods today. We forgot our tools, and yeah, so
don't forget your tools.
We did pretty good for the time and the materials we had. So this is going to make it a lot easier to just come back and really start piling stuff on. So there it is, guys.
One cool thing we did do, and you can't really see it, is we added another big log in the back for the pieces to get sandwiched in here. So they're sitting with something to rest kind of as a counterweight on them.
They'll never kick out.
Exactly,
Yeah.
they will never kick out. So that's another cool thing. As always, please head over to theadventurousgentleman.com. Listen to the podcast episodes. Maybe you don't have time to watch the videos. I put the audio versions of these up on the podcast channel, so you can check that out. Please like, subscribe, share. Hit us up on Instagram, Facebook, and
Instagram and Facebook.
well, I was gonna let you do the outro.
What outro?
Do you usually say something?
No, I never say anything.
I thought you say like God bless and stuff.
Hey guys, thanks for watching today. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe. God bless as always, guys, and we'll catch you next time.
We're out here in God's country.